Hi, so it's Wednesday, 22nd of November, and this is Marbella. I'm on top of the gymnasium, the supermarket, and the entrance where you go into the supermarket, which has a lot of small restaurants. So it's an elevated area. You can see Happy Mag Hotel. There's kind of a kids playground up here. You can see a ship, but the reason I'm walking over here is because it brings me to a good height over the promenade, the beaches and the sea, and I just wanted to give you kind of an aspect of urban planning. Very good urban planning, lots of seating, covered, but at the same time the sun gets through, so you can pick where you want to sit depending on your tolerance for the sun. We're roughly about 700 meters away from Jardin Del Mar, which is where we base ourselves in Marbella, and the apartment that we are marketing at the moment for holiday rentals is based there. So this would be kind of a child-friendly area, but as I said, it's also going to give us a good aspect of the promenade, the beach and the seaside from a height, which I haven't done before. I managed to do videos here, but they've all been on ground level. So now we're elevated. Unfortunately, that hotel is in the way to a certain extent. But if you look down the promenade, we've got a nice restaurant there that lays us tables out on the promenade. So just back down that way again. So you can see there, people dining. It's actually after 5 p.m. here in Marbella, so it's going to be dark in probably 35 to 40 minutes. So you can see the sun is on its way down. Sunset it's called, for the sun worshippers. It was up this morning at 10 o'clock. It was 18 degrees mostly here today. At the moment there's a slight bit of wind picking up, so it's probably more like 15. It's still quite warm. I think it'll agree for 4 weeks before Christmas. But it's a beautiful vista there. Make a nice wallpaper for your computer if you wanted one. So it's just to give you a kind of an idea of how close, everything is. You've got the sea, beach, promenade, exceptionally close to each other. You walk off them and you're walking into restaurants and bars, and that, believe it or not, stretches up that way to Porto-Venus, which is 7 kilometers from here. And if you were to go in that direction, you would have probably about 8 kilometers of beach. So you have 15 kilometers to choose from. But I think, you'll find there's a lot to do in this area here. I'd say we're roughly about 700 meters from Jardin Del Mar, which is where we market our property for apartment rentals. So I generally say to people, you're going to stay within in a 2 kilometer radius really of where you're putting your head down at night. So that's that video finished, because I don't want to make them too long. But it's a beautiful day in Marbella, and it's 4 weeks to Christmas, so it gives you an idea of what you get in November in Marbella. And it's a beautiful, beautiful area. Great urban planning. We're in a real centre of Marbella. You can see we're surrounded by a lot of high-rise hotels, some mountains in the background for people who like hiking or maybe mountain biking, but you'd have to get up to a certain level before you could actually mountain bike up there, but there are ways to do that. There's the famous mountain there, that one there, I think it's referred to as La Concha, but high-rise all around. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place in the centre of Marbella. All right, so just back there again, get the sun for you. You can see the child's play area. So if I refer to it as paradise, which I do quite often, you can understand why, because I think it's absolutely beautiful. That's it, right?